How to wholesale. What's up, guys? Zach in here, and in today's video, I break down exactly how to get into co-wholesaling and what is co-wholesaling and what you should know about JVing, partnering up, or just co-wholesaling with other real estate wholesalers. Co-wholesaling is very similar to JVing. It's basically the same term. Where you're collaborating with someone on a real estate wholesaling deal. Either you'll get the contract and someone goes and finds the cash buyer, or they have a cash buyer, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's collaborating, joint venturing. It's really protecting yourself. So in this video, I want to break down exactly how to get into co-wholesaling. Before we get in the video, guys, remember you need to smash that like button and subscribe to get the most free value from me. And let's get in the clip. So when you're JVing a deal, so are you getting someone who has a contract and they're finding a buyer? Or are you getting the contract and then you're having someone who has the buyer? What's the process with you for JVing?
Yeah, great question. So I'm typically the person with the buyers. Like we do have a list of nationwide cash buyers, list of thousands of individuals. So, a lot of times I'm just reaching out to people, seeing if they have the deal under contract already, seeing what the terms are, making sure kind of vetting it on our end. And then we pretty much connect the wholesaler to the end buyer. So, yeah.
Okay.
We're playing dispo out here. So, yeah.
I love it. Let's say somebody is watching this and, they're talking to this one person on like a wholesaling group or whatever. And they say, I know I'm virtually out here in Canada, but I have this contract here in, whatever city that you live in. And they say, hey, can you help me find a buyer for us and JV with me? What is the process that someone who's brand new should do if, let's say, they have a buyer ready for it to make sure they don't get screwed? What's the whole process looking like?
That's a really, really good question. First off, like, what do you have it under contract? I would be asking a series of questions. First off, like before I even decide to work with this individuals, I need to get answers to certain questions. I don't want it to feel like an FBI interview or anything like that. But at the same time, like, I don't want to be wasting my time or my buyer's time. So, excuse me. Some of the questions that I'll be asking is, how long have you had this property under contract? Are you actually direct to the seller? What feedback have you gotten from other buyers? Did I say how long have you had it under contract? Did I say that?
I think you asked if they had it under contract.
Right. Boom. And then how long have you had it under contract? So it's a lot of questions that you want to ask to really get a feel for what's going on with this property. Also, I would want that person to have marketing material already established. So I'm not like creating a whole buyer's package, quote unquote, to send out to people. I want this taken care of already, as well as like comps, things like that. Access instructions are also very, very important. You want to know how your buyers are going to be able to get inside of a property. All of that good stuff. Now, you're not necessarily going to ask every single one of those questions every time you're trying to do a deal with someone and stuff like that. But trust me, you'll do yourself a favor by asking the majority of them, or at least the ones that are relevant in your scenario. Now, from there, then, I'm going to pretty much ask that person, hey, if it's all right with you, I'm going to shoot this out to a few people that I think may be interested. They'll be like, okay, great. Then from there, like I'll start shopping it out once I've gotten that pretty much like written verbal agreement from the wholesaler to shop that property out. I'll start shopping it out to my in-house list of buyers. And, if I do have someone who's interested or wants to go check it out, that's when I'll reach back out to the other wholesaler, let them know like, hey, I'm going to shoot you over the agreement now. And I'll confirm with the buyer what time they're going to go out to the property. Things of that nature, if the person wants to go out and go see it. At that point, then, we're pretty much just processing. We'll go ahead and have the buyer sign on the assignment contract, have the JV agreement with the other wholesaler already established before my buyer even goes out there, right? And then from there, we're pretty much at title. We're ready to go at that point.
Awesome. So yeah. The one other thing I did have to ask is, so I get thrown so many JV deals every single day, basically.
Same.
And the problem is most of them are absolutely terrible. Like they're just like, there's no meat on the bone. It's not there. So how are you underwriting these deals? Because that's honestly the number one thing I look at. Like it's cool that the person's good or not, but a lot of these deals just suck. So how do you know the difference between a good deal and a bad deal, especially if it's a market that you don't know?
Right. That's a really, really good question. And sometimes, so like most of the time, I'm not going to lie to you. Like I want to be able to briefly see whether this deal makes sense or not. So like a lot of times, I'll have a property. I'll go over to like a realtor.com and a PropStream pop the property open, see whether their numbers make sense. Because like, first off, like, I'm not trying to like reinvent the wheel or take 2-3 hours to analyze this property. They should already have this figured out, first off. And if not, then that kind of automatically disqualifies that property for me to check it out, unless I can like just clearly see like this is a no-brainer type of deal without me having to do anything. So then from there, like, yeah, a lot of these deals do suck, like you said, the majority of them. So it's just like, if you're calling sellers or buyers or whatever, the majority of things aren't going to work. So like when you do come across those ones that do, like, you have to be able to analyze them. So I'm typically going to pop an open. I want to be able to quickly kind of verify whether these numbers make sense. If it is a market that I'm not familiar with, a lot of times I'll reach out to an agent in that area and ask them if they can give me some comps on this property. Let them know, I'm thinking about buying something in that area. Can you tell me what you think that this property could be worth on the market? Something like that. So that's helped us out in plenty of situations. But yeah, I mean, like, you got to be able to move quickly pretty much and just analyze based off what you see. And sometimes, if you already have buyers in that area, then you can simply reach out to John and be like, hey, John, I came up with this opportunity. Let me know if you'd be interested in it. Bang. And just send it to them. You know what I mean? And just ask them like, hey, I'm not sure. I haven't even looked into it yet, but let me know what you think about this.
Yes, a lot of them do suck, but there's some $20,000, $30,000 deals I've done easily through JVing. So it's definitely good looking through the haystack for it, but that's something I would agree on. Thank you so much for watching that video today. If you want more free value for wholesaling real estate, remember to smash that like button and subscribe. Guys, if you want to join the best wholesaling real estate mentorship in the planet and join the wholesaling course that has the most people in it in the history of the world for wholesaling real estate, go to freewholesaling.com. It's free. There's no gimmicks. There's no upsells in this course. It is an absolute free wholesaling course. I've been told to charge thousands and thousands of dollars for it. I give it out for free. So like this video and subscribe. Join the movement for wholesaling real estate and go to freewholesaling.com and join my Wholesaling Houses for Real Facebook group. That is the largest mastermind in the country of like-minded wholesaling entrepreneurs who want to get connected absolutely for free and learn wholesaling real estate. Guys, I'll hope to see you there. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Have a blessed one.